Hi everyone, Jacqueline here. So today I want to share with you some of my plans for the fall, and we're just going to go through a few things I've been doing in the garden in preparation for cleanup. So you can see the hydrangeas are looking really good here. They've really recovered from last year's catastrophe with the fence falling on them. So that's good. No problems here. I put one in the corner back here, and it has really bounced back. I couldn't get anything to grow there the prior year, so this one's doing great. It's been there a year now, so that's been a success. Over here, I have cut the 9 bark back. You can see there is some chlorosis on it, so I will put some stakes in there. And really, I've been going through here and cutting all the perennials back. You can see this hydrangea is got quite a bit of weight to it, with the heads being so big, but they are gorgeous. They look really good. And you can see distinctly the difference here between that and the limelight, but both the same chartreuse green. Our nights are getting cooler, so the Annabelles here just turn brown is what happens to them, but the limelights here, they will start getting a tinge of pink. And I'll show you, they're already getting it a bit. So that's kind of how it goes in this garden. And another Annabelle here, a little smaller. This one here, this limelight is showing a lot more pink color. I think it's looking really pretty. I love the pink on them. Just a hint of pink with the chartreuse green really floats my boat. Here's another Annabelle here, and some lilies I need to get out because I am removing all my lilies because of the issues. Over here, we have the sedum. This isn't quite as black as it was, but there's still shades of black in it, even though it's an autumn joy. And I can see it has some wasps here. Not too bad, so I don't think there's a nest around. But the bumblebees are loving the sedum. So that's a nice part of fall plants, is keeping the pollinators going until they get hit by a really cold frost. I came through and I cut the Heliopsis back. It was hanging so profusely, and you can see now it's getting new shoots right there. So that is great. Peonies are doing good. Nice foliage on them. Going to add some more in this bed. Smaller hydrangea here. Another 9 bark. Clematis is doing good, all green. And here is another. It's very white. And then the potentillas are doing good here. So let me show you what I want to do with this bed. Like, I really need to up the color on this bed. So let me show you what I want to put in here, because that's the plan. And I'm just going to, before I show you that, I'm going to show you my containers, and I am going to be pulling them. This has been a great combination this year of the bubblegum petunias. I think it's done well. It's served its purpose, but now it's time for me to remove them. It's cooling down. It's very dry, and I think I've had enough of the pink, and I'm ready for some fall colors. So I'm going to be changing these out this week, and you'll see what I'm doing with that. I could take these and cut them back some more. They came back into bloom. You can see the verbena is pretty spent looking, but I think I'm just going to pull them. Some of them are looking spent, some are looking good. The ones I keep pinching back are looking really good here. Let me just show you. So there's more pink when I pinch them back. This one, the Super Bells have recovered. And this one is still looking good. The cut back really helped the petunias to flourish. Really nice combination here. Definitely worth redoing it another year. I don't think it'll be next year though, because I want to change things up. Here is my latest stock of plants. I have a lot of coneflowers here, the red sombreros to put in. I do have some strawberry sundae hydrangeas. I'm going to try them. I want to put them in front of the house because they only grow 3 to 5 feet, and see how they do. So I'm going to do that. I've got to take the window boxes out because I'm not going to keep doing them because they are bowing so bad. So I'm going to put these in there when I get to it. You can see all the coneflowers here. Some really nice shades of color in here. I like the white because it's got a bit of a green tone to the flower, which is nice. Loving this one. Haven't got it in yet. You've seen that in the last video, as well as you've seen when I bought this one. So I need to get those in the ground. So that's kind of my goal this week, is start getting things in and done, because things are piling up, and quite honestly, I really don't need any more plants at this point. I just need to get at it and get them in the ground sooner than later. And these are looking actually really good for being $5 plants. Lots of flowers on them. The odd one is looking a little shattered, but that's okay. We can work with that. I have peonies in here and alliums, some bleeding hearts that I need to get in the ground, a little bit of yarrow, and some shrubs. So I'll be working on that as well and trying to get this all in. I would like to get these all planted before October. We'll see. I got to kind of gauge it with working. But let's go have a look at the foxglove, because there's been a big change in them and there's some really nice color going on. Dahlias are also on the hit list. I want to remove them. I don't plan on, I've decided I'm not going to replant them next year, so I'm not going to save the tubers. So we're going to start fresh. If I do plant any, we'll see how it goes, but I'm just not feeling it. So I've decided to sacrifice them and give the hydrangeas some more room to take off and eventually fill this area in nicely. Zinnias I need to remove. They've been eaten so bad, and although I love them and that, they don't do good in this area of the garden. But you can see the foxglove are doing fabulous, and these are actually a pink, and I think there's a few white are mixed in here in the seed. So that's just the way they came in the package. This is Camelot mix, and look at how pretty that is. They are getting eaten a little bit in the leaves and that, but considering the time of year, and you can see the ladybugs are now doing their job. There was no ladybugs here for quite a while, so I'm glad to see them back. Lots of lacewings, and the bees are loving them. They love the bell shaped of the flower because they can go right inside. So definitely a perfect flower for pollinators. And I just love the ones that bloom the first year, which is Camelot or Dalmatian if you're looking for them. So that is kind of where these are at, and I am really liking them. Of all my petunias, the best petunias are the ones I grew myself, and I've showed you guys these before. And I mean, these are the Pink Passion Easy Wave from Vessie's. They are great. These zinnias have done much better because I have powdered them in the past. I'm done powdering now. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. Let nature do its thing. I might be able to take a few inside for a bouquet, but you can see here that they're looking good. There's a variety of zinnias. Hopefully I didn't say the word tulips, because I'm thinking in my head I said tulips, but anyhow, there's a variety of zinnias here, and they're okay. These ones aren't eaten as much. I noticed that the bugs and stuff, aphids and that, don't like the lime green as much as the regular zinnias. So note to self that all the lime greens, oranges, anyone in that family, these are the Queenie and the lime and the orange mixture here, and then these are probably just a plain old Bennery. But definitely the bugs aren't quite as attracted to them. We are seeing a few bite marks in them, but they have really done well compared to other ones in my garden. Lantana is a great bedding plant, but I will tell you is it takes a really long break between blooms unless you're feeding it all the time. So this probably took a month for it to rebloom. So not the best thing, but if you feed it, you'll get blooms sooner than later. The key to growing successful strawberries in a small raised garden bed like this one is lots and lots of water, and then you will get lots of strawberries. And I tend to pick them when they're a little more, maybe not quite so sweet, because I find them very sweet as it is. Just take that web off of it. And I've been eating these. Look, I would eat that. I don't wait till they're like completely ready because I find them super sweet as it is. And I don't mind a little bit of bitterness, but you can see we have lots of strawberries on in here. So I'll keep soaking these. Probably give them a good soaking tomorrow and just keep eating them as long as I can because they are wonderful. And finally, I want to share with you, I do have some bell peppers on here. You can see them. See if I can show you there, right there. I'm hoping to be able to cover them and protect them to get some peppers off of them. They're planted really late, so here's hoping. So that's the update on how the garden's doing here, September 1st. And it's hanging in there, but I am ready to start pulling some of the wave petunias around the beds and then get some perennials in here for next year so I don't have to plant as many annuals. I suspect next year is going to be potentially a very late crapshoot for me, being quite honest, because I am due for knee surgery sometime in the spring, late spring, somewhere in there. I'll probably get the call. So that might slow me down for what I can and can't do in the garden. But don't worry, I'll do what I can and I'll be out here and I'll give you updates and everything like that and share my experiences and share with you some tips on how to do things when you've had, a full-blown knee replacement in the garden and how to pace yourself and move forward to be able to still garden and enjoy it. I'll take you back here to these foxgloves. They're truly beautiful, definitely worth redoing. If I plant any seeds right now, I'm thinking it's going to be foxgloves that are going to be top of my list for next year, and the pink passion petunias, or some of the easy wave petunias from Vessie's, will be ones that I'm going to focus on. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. It's calming down here. It's quite windy, but it's calming down, and it's been smoky, so it's kind of clearing off. And I'm enjoying the cooler weather. So thanks for watching, and there'll be more videos coming and give you updates as we work through our plants for fall and prepare for spring and what we want in the garden, because now's the time to get your sale plants and plan for next year. That's what fall's great for, and enjoying those brilliant, bright, warm colors. Thanks everybody. Take care and have a good one. Bye.